Before this game, my opponents assured the world that they would be ready for my little curveball, and I took that personally. Let me set the stage. We're currently up 2-0 in a best-of-4 championship series, so if we win this game, we take a commanding 3-0 lead. And I've been pitching well this postseason. I'm 2-1 with a 2.1 ERA, so I was feeling confident. But Monterey has been the best team in the North Division all season, so this should be a good test. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And their leadoff hitter said that I don't throw hard, so I had a little something special in store for him in this game. Let's check out his first at-bat. Okay. Not usually a first pitch swinger, but he might swing today. The reason I thought that he might be swinging is because I was pretty sure they were going to come out aggressive against me. Oaxaca had just come out patient against me, and that didn't play out very well for him as the series went on. So I figured Monterey was looking at that and might make an adjustment. Also, they'd been pretty patient early on in the series, and it hadn't played out well for them, so I figured they might switch things up. So I was kind of ready for them to come out swinging from the get-go. We're going to wait for the camera guy to get off the field, I guess? What are we throwing today? 90. That's not great. 90 down, definitely not great. Kind of like that ball. Cutter velo's there, that's good. Now we'll go curveball down. 3 pitches, 1 K. I guess he wasn't so ready for my little curveball. That's Ramiro Pena, former big leaguer and victim to a 3-pitch K to start off the game. This is going great so far, even though my velocity is not there yet, which was a little concerning. Next up was Valenzuela, and the report on him going into this series was he does not hit sliders well at all, so I started him off with a cutter. That's straight down the middle. And because I didn't get a read on the first pitch cutter, there's no reason to go away from it. Oh God. Hi, boy. Mendoza shouldn't be swinging, but he might be. And that fastball is right down the middle. Now I figured he wouldn't be swinging because after 5 pitches and 2 outs, the 3-hole hitter should see some pitches. So I figured I had a free rein to just throw right down the middle. 91. Nice play, that baby. 7 pitches, 3 outs, including a K on a little curveball, and we're off to a great start. Yep. How's that for stuff minus? Everything's like normal except for the fastball. So when I start sitting 94, 95, we'll be good. We'll get there. Huh?
But we can't see. I can imagine they can't see.
Okay. All right. Keep throwing strikes.
Yeah. Throw that banger like 15 times in a row. They won't.
Now this field in Monterey is unique in the sense that there's some really bad shadows. Hitters complain about it all the time. I was talking to Jared Lakin. He was on our team early in the year. He now plays for Monterey, and we were talking before the series, and he was saying the hitters can't see anything until the sun goes down. So pretty much just throw a lot of strikes was the plan. Get ahead, limit the pitch count, force them to try to hit the ball. 90-91's not too good though. My body feels a little weird today. Feels mostly good, but doesn't feel like it has the same, like, it's not coming easy today. No runs for the offense in the top of the second, so going out for the bottom, it was still 0-0. Kind of there. But I'll be there, my bad. 2 more cutters and an out. Really no reason to go away from this. Figured I'd throw something with a little bit of movement since the shadows were bad and see how we went. And so far, so good. Okay, Mazzara. Oh yes, Nomar Mazzara. He has huge power, but a lot of swing and miss as well. I faced him a lot in the big leagues, and he has not had very good success against me. I've gotten him out a lot with fastballs up and in, curveballs and cutters back foot, off the plate in. He chases those a lot, so that was the plan. Strike 1, fastball up and in. Nice play, Harper. Shout out to whoever was positioning the defense here this inning because both of those balls have been hit to odd locations and there's a defender right there, so thank you. So he got to 92 up and in decently well there, so next at bat we'll remember that. Got to cut him next at bat. They are trying to swing. Villanueva struggles on sliders. Right on it, dude. Right on it. Now we throw the slider. Peace. Enjoy the pine. There's not much to say on that at bat. The report going in was that he struggles on sliders, so I threw him 2 cutters, which are basically gyro sliders. He looked terrible on both of them, and then I threw him a sweeper, and he missed it by a mile. Good scouting right there, and good execution. 6 pitches in the second to bring our total to 13 for 2 innings. That's usually less than an inning for me, so pitch count is in a great spot. Cutter better?
Hard to say about that, but okay. 83, -1, -5, 84, -1, -6.
Okay, so back to my normal profile. All right. I'm not tired, but my body's in this like weird, it's like daze. My head is like a little bit foggy for some reason. I don't know why. Smelling salts might be the way to go, Kev. It's a good call. Yeah, I know, that's what they said. When does that go away? When the sun goes down? Or
3 innings.
3 innings? We have what we need. Now, Stephen Tarpley was pitching for Monterey this game, and he shoved. He pitched really, really well. So going out for the bottom of the 3rd inning, it was still 0-0. Tight game. All right, bottom 3. First pitch cutter down and away for a strike. And the thing I remember about this guy is don't throw heaters in. Throw anything but heaters in because he gets to those really well. So, of course, what do? Yeah, I threw him a heater in. Don't know why. Ego, maybe? Kind of stupid, but luckily, my third baseman made a great play, and we get another out on 2 pitches, so we're now at 15 for the game. He can hit heaters in. Remember that on the scouting report. That'd be a nice play. First pitch fastball right down the middle. Of course, after seeing only 15 pitches through the first 7 hitters, this guy should be taking a pitch. That's what I was betting on here. Now we go cutter off the fastball middle. I tried the quick pitch there and I missed. And that was actually a theme. I missed on 3 or 4 of those before I got the feel for it this game. Kind of annoyed at myself in the game. It's like, this is a free strike. I just didn't throw it anywhere close to the zone. I was rushing a little bit, so bad on me for that. Got 2-seam open, back door. Oh boy. Yeah, 1-1, that sweeper needed to be a strike. My hope was to throw a sweeper for a strike and then use the away tunnel that ended up as a ball with the cutter on the 0-1 pitch and run a 2-seam back to freeze him. But after not executing that sweeper on the 1-1 count, I just need to throw a strike here, 2-1. Can't go 3-1. Should be an out. He didn't hit it well at all. Now, he probably thought I was throwing a fastball right there, but I didn't. I threw a cutter, and it got just enough off the end of the bat that that wasn't a homer, so good overall. 4 pitches, 2 outs, we're rolling. Right off the end. Get ahead in the count, Trevor. Yep. Ooh, I like that high zone. Healthy inning. So if you're keeping tally, that's 8 pitches in the 3rd to bring our total to 21 pitches through 3 innings. I mean, this is starting to feel like a complete game shutout type of vibe. 0% chance of rain today, and it's f***ing raining, of course. Whoa, 0% chance of rain today. I told you. Here we go. Come on, boys.
We're slowly funding. I saw a 93 on there.
93? Just feel so out of it right now. See if I just keep getting ahead and getting balls hit 2 people. I think it's my legs. My legs are kind of weak right now, so I'm not like getting good like solid hip rotation or block. I feel lazy. It's very odd. No runs for the offense in the top of the 4th, so still 0-0 headed out for the bottom of the 4th, and I was hoping that my body would wake up because I was still kind of in a malaise. As I thought about it after the game, I think it was left over from all the adrenaline and the high intensity of the prior series, how intense that was. Probably had a little layover effect on me. So normally my body starts waking up around the 4th. I'm hoping it'll be the same in this game. Dude, they got these balls rubbed up so much they're black. Let's leave the change up here. Back to the top of the order, Ramiro Pena. Now remember, first at bat, he swung at a first pitch fastball, swung at a cutter up and in, and swung at the curveball in the dirt. I figured he'd probably be a little bit more patient this at bat, but I wasn't gonna just throw him something as a cookie. Decided to go with a split and see how that was moving in this game. I'll take that. Get a cutter in on the hands. Sword. That was an ugly swing 0-2, so I figured I'd go right back to the same sequence I got him on in the first at bat and see if I got him again. Cutter up and in, bad swing, curveball on the plate out of the same tunnel. Hopefully we get a strikeout. Definitely triggered on that, so I think curveball is in order here. Good take. We'll go again though. Wanted to. I missed by a little bit too much with the first curveball, so I went back to it, and I got a little bit of a trigger on the 1-2 pitch, but he didn't swing at it. So he's clearly made a little bit of an adjustment there, but off of that inside curveball breaking back foot tunnel, a front hip two-seam should freeze him. That's what I decided to go with here, 2-2. Perfect sequence for a front hip two-seam. Let's see what we got with it today. I'm lucky he didn't hit that pitch because it was very hittable. It was kind of down, out over the plate, running in line with the barrel. I wanted to get that in, but the ball ran a lot more than I was expecting, so it was a really good two-seam, and it just didn't start in the right place. So I got lucky there, but we're still 2-2. We should be able to find a punch out here. Missed because it ran so much. What we got? 2-2. Back foot cutter, slider, curveball. Now that curveball started out of the exact same tunnel as the two-seam before it. Check this out. It's really close, but he didn't budge at it. So I figured he was slowed down looking for off-speed here. And remember, he was quoted as saying that I don't throw hard. He is definitely reading the curveball down. It's got to be a challenge pitch. Doors! So yeah, I figured I'd give him my best fastball of the day and blow it right by him. Third strikeout of the day. Now I gotta say, it is fun dominating hitters like that. It is one of my favorite things to do, and I wanna teach you how to do it more often too. So in order to dominate hitters like that, you need to do 3 things. Number 1, be healthy enough to be on the field. Number 2, develop elite stuff. And number 3, develop elite command. And that's exactly what the 4-app Ultimate Pitching Program is designed to help you accomplish. Let me share some results with you. Within 30 days of starting the program, 60% of users have reported a reduction in arm soreness. 40% of users have seen an increase of 5 miles an hour or more on their fastball. Let me say that again. 40% of users have seen 5 miles an hour increase or more on their fastball in 30 days, and 80% of users have seen an increase in their command in just 30 days. If I'm a high school coach deciding on who gets playing time, or better yet, a college coach deciding who's going to get the scholarship, those are the qualities that I'd want to see in my athletes. So how do you get those results for yourself? It's simple. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or search 4-App Sports on the App Store, download the app, and upload videos of your pitching mechanics. That's it. From there, I'll review your mechanics, identify every flaw that you have, recommend drills to do to fix those flaws, and design a personalized throwing program designed to help you achieve your goals, whether that be velocity, health, or command. And here's the thing, you're already doing all the work it requires to get those results. You're just not working on the right stuff, and that's where I can really help. So don't waste any more time. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or search 4-App Sports on the App Store and get started right now. Because take it from me, it's a lot of fun dominating hitters, and I want to help you do the same thing. Now, back to the game. 95, there we go. We woke up a little bit now. You can lay off the curveball in the dirt, but that tunnels perfectly with that fastball up and away. So, can't cover both. Yeah, getting behind 1-0 is not the way to do it. There's another one of those quick pitches that I just pulled off the zone a little bit to the left. I just was rushing a little bit. So I need to calm it down, relax a little bit, make sure I get that on the plate next time. Throw in the zone. All right, gotta have a strike here. That was a ball, but I'll take it. Because it was 2-0 and Pat was set up right down the middle, I thought that was the ball in the game because he kind of had to reach outside to catch it. But it did end up being a strike on TV, so good call on the umpire's part. But we're 2-1, we still need to throw another strike here. Okay. Yeah, frustration. 3-1, I was not going to take a chance of walking him. I'm okay if he hits a homer here, that's the worst thing that can happen. I don't want to give him momentum and put someone on base. So I just set up for a fastball right down the middle to give myself the best opportunity to throw a strike. Basics of baseball, you got to throw strikes, Trevor. Late. Feeling middle slider here. And because I had good feel this game for my off-speed stuff, I decided to do the exact same thing on 3-2. Set up right down the middle and try to throw a slider right in the middle of the zone, force him to hit something other than the fastball that I expected him to be looking for. Yep, you can throw challenge pitches with stuff other than a fastball too, so that's good. Now get ahead in the count. Lead changeup. Right on it. So I threw an 0-0 splitter here to get ahead 0-1, and that's great, but splitters are dangerous. It's a middle speed pitch, and it's down in the zone where you can get the barrel to it. So I'm kind of lucky he didn't swing here. I need to check the movement on this in between innings to make sure that it's moving how I think it is, because if it doesn't have the right movement profile, I might run into the same mistake I made last series against Alexia Marista and give up a homer on it.
You're up and in or curveball. Yep. Got to show that I will throw it for a strike. Now you go right back to that in the dirt or heater up and away. Oh, way too short. That breaks the sequence, but...
And the reason that breaks the sequence is this is the hope. I was going to throw a curveball for a strike to show that I would throw it for a strike. Then I was going to throw a curveball below the zone. He'd see the same pitch, read it as a strike, and it would drop below the zone. I'd get the swing. That was the hope. But because I threw the curveball too short, he didn't really have to make a decision, which gives him a free pitch, time to catch his breath and reset a little bit. And when that happens, what you need to do is just throw another pitch. It can be a random pitch or whatever. It doesn't really matter. The sequence is broken. You need to start a new sequence. So knowing in my head that he struggled with back foot cutters and sliders, I decided to try to throw a sweeper back foot, see if we get a swing.
We're still 1-2.
And that was about exactly where I wanted to put it. It was well off the plate in. It definitely started as a strike, but he kind of did this instead of swinging at it. So now we're 2-2, and we just need to throw a strike here.
Thought I'd get the swing on that. Freeze down away.
Yeah, there's that ball down in the zone that he can get his hands to. That was dumb. Should have gone up and away for the strikeout right there like I did to Ramiro Pena, but lesson learned. I won't make that same mistake again.
I don't think that quite got down and away. Okay, they might try to steal here. You gotta keep the runner at first.
The reason I thought they might try to steal here is this. There's 2 outs, and they haven't really gotten anything going offensively this series. So if they try to steal, make something happen, they get a guy to second base, maybe then a little dribbler through the hole, they score a run. And 1 run in a game like this might be enough to get them the win. Their pitcher, Tarpley, was throwing really well, and you never know. It's playoffs.
All right, back to that. 1-2.
So after the first pitch slider middle and he didn't take it, and I threw a slider off the plate and he budged at it, I knew I wanted to get him out with sliders, but I didn't want to just throw nothing but sliders. He didn't swing at the one off the plate, so I needed to anchor that line out there with a fastball to show that this line equals strike. So I figured I'd throw a fastball away for a freeze in the 1-1 count to get to 1-2, and then sweep a slider off of that using that same tunnel for the strikeout.
Yep. And now you go slider. Too far. Probably shared the tunnel well, but...
You might think that that slider is nowhere close, but look at it with the fastball right before it. It's actually pretty much in the same tunnel. And this is how I get swings on sliders that are nowhere close to the zone, because they play off of other pitches and the sequencing matters. Unfortunately, I didn't get the strikeout I was looking for in this case, so it's back to the slider in 2-2, but I need to throw it for a strike. I know he struggles with sliders. I'm going to get him out with it. I just took my shot in 1-2 for a strikeout, but now we got to throw a strike and get out of this inning.
Should be an out.
Through 4 innings, we only have 2 strikeouts, but we've only thrown 44 pitches and we've only given up 1 hit. So complete game shutout, definitely very much in reach.
Oh boy, my bad.
In the top of the 5th, Monterey made an error and the offense capitalized by putting up an unearned run. So I took the mound with a 1-0 lead. That should be enough to win this game. Now I just need to do my part and not allow any runs.
Zara hit a fastball kind of middle in last time, decently well. For an out, so we're going to lead curveball here.
First pitch curveball for a strike to prove that I will throw it for a strike, followed by that fastball up and in that he took. We're 0-2 and we could not be in a better position in this at bat. There's so many options. We've thrown the curveball for a strike, we can throw it in the dirt, and they have to respect it and potentially swing at it because they've seen that I will throw it for a strike. Also, that curveball in the dirt would tunnel really well with that fastball up and in, which would be great. We also have dead zone cutter, which is the spot kind of mid-thigh off the plate in, playing off that fastball tunnel, or a back foot sweeper playing off of that fastball tunnel. There's so many different options here. This should result in a K.
Yep. Now you're going to chase the dead zone cutter or slider. Oh, we almost chased it. It's a good back footer.
Now I was a little surprised he didn't swing at that curveball right there because it came out of the fastball tunnel extremely well, but now we're 2-2, time to stop chasing the K, time to get an out.
2-2. Got a challenge here. Late.
That fastball ran up and away a little bit, which is I think the only reason he got to it. I think if it's up and in, it probably gets by him, but anyway, we still need to throw a strike here.
Cutter.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to go 3-2 to the leadoff hitter. Now I just need to throw a fastball right down the middle. I cannot afford to walk the leadoff hitter and give him momentum and get a big inning going. Worst case scenario, he hits a home run on this pitch. It's a 1-1 ball game. That's fine. I don't want to give him any big innings.
Challenge hitter. Not how I wanted to start, but good AB nonetheless. Good AB on his part.
That's right, he did take a good AB. I executed that pitch pretty well. He didn't hit it well, but he did get a hit. He laid out some good pitches. Overall, good AB by him.
Watch the steal. Villanueva can't hit off speed.
Yeah, remember his first bat. Cutters swing bad, sweeper, swing, chase, 3-pitch, K. So I'm in a decent spot here. I know I can get this guy out because it's a good matchup for me.
Sword.
Oh man, yeah. I guess if you've seen enough of them, you can get the barrel to it. It wasn't hit well, it just did find a hole, which, you know, is gonna happen. I've had a couple balls hit decently well right to people this game, so this is just luck balancing out, and now I'm in all sorts of trouble. First and second, nobody out. Fully expecting him to bunt right here, but I'll actually take that. If they bunt and give me a free out, I'm fine with it, because then I can just get a strikeout and I can wiggle my way out of the inning.
Good placement. Alice, they might try to bunt.
I wasn't sure if they were going to bunt or not. I threw a first pitch sweeper off the plate. I didn't want to get ambushed there, throwing a little cookie fastball down the middle, give up a big hit because they were swinging instead of bunting. So this is kind of a test pitch. Throw something that's hard to hit and hard to bunt. Don't really care if it's a strike or not. See what they're going to try to do. He did show bunt, so now I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw these off-speed pitches for strikes. Ideally, I get a pop-up. My hope here is that by throwing sweepers, he sees it move and he kind of reaches for it. And when you reach for the ball, the barrel tends to dip, much more likelihood that the ball goes up in the air. If you're throwing a curveball, because it doesn't have as much sweep to it, you kind of drop the bat like this evenly, and you can get that ball on the ground a little bit easier. But with the sweeper, since it's running away from you, guys that aren't experienced bunters have a tendency to reach like this, and that's what I'm trying to induce here. Plus, it sets up that fastball up and in where he thinks it's gonna be a sweeper like this, and it runs on him, and he kind of does this, and maybe I can get a pop-up. So even though I'm trying to get an out here by just accepting the bunt, give me the free out, I'm also trying to make it hard for him to bunt the ball, because if I can get a strikeout here on bunts, that's fine too. I'd much rather have first and second one out than second and third one out. And after that reaction to the 1-0 pitch, he did not look comfortable bunting at all.
Need this strikeout here. Oh, yes, go to first, go to first.
A breath of fresh air. What are they doing? I guess the man on first just expected him to get the bunt down, but I don't know how you could expect him to get the bunt down when he looked that bad bunting on the first couple. The guy on first just went to second without the ball even being put in play. And we caught him, and now it's 2 outs, man on second, and that could not have been more disastrous for them. Terrible base running, terrible execution at the plate. I guess decent execution on my part. My plan worked, throw him sliders and make it hard to bunt. Good execution on my defense's side, but you know, I'll take that for sure. 2 outs on that. Wow.
Take a strikeout on a bunt and a double play. Now we got to get this guy. Yeah.
And 1 pitch later, I'm out of the jam, which had to be extremely demoralizing for them because they had something going. They had an opportunity against me there, and they just ran themselves out of the inning. I'll take it though. Through 5, scoreless.
Let's go. Nice play out, Eddie. Let's go.
No runs in the top of the 6th for the offense, so still 1-0 game going into the bottom of the 6th. And there's the third quick pitch, pulled pitch of the night. It's just frustrating for me. I need to get that in the zone. Just make the adjustment.
Damn, I'm pulling that. Foul. Aye, someone wore it.
Oh yeah, I got lucky right there. That cutter that leaks down and in is a homer pitch if they swing, and he hit the crap out of that ball. Just fortunately for me, it was about 10 feet foul. We're back in a 1-1 count, but I need to not make that mistake again.
Go curveball here. Mix it up. Challenge heater.
And if you notice, it is pouring, which is not great. I don't want the rain to interrupt my complete game shutout. It was 0% chance of rain before the game, according to the weather app. This doesn't look like 0% chance of rain to me.
Hard to grip the ball right now because the rain's getting a little slick. Fists. Oh no.
Okay, I deserve that. Tough play by my third baseman there. He did the best he could, but not a play that I expect to be made all the time. He's kind of moving to his left and having to slide. The ball's hit decently well, even though it did get off the fists. But that's on me. I hit that down and in spot again, and lucky it was just a single.
Okay, Pena.
Now, I guess after striking out twice against my little curveball and my he doesn't throw hard fastball, he decided it was a better option just to lay down a bunt here, which, to be fair, in the sequence of events in the game, it's raining. You get this one run in to tie the game. It completely changes the dynamics of the game and potentially the series, so probably a good play on his part, but I'll take that one pitch out any day of the week.
What? All right, Valenzuela, Mendoza, Sanchez. 2, 3, 4. We cannot allow a hit here.
So here I threw a first pitch sweeper, and there's a lot of things going on in my head right here. Number one, I usually throw cutters early in the count and finish with the sweeper, but this is the third time through the order. So I don't want to throw a cutter in the middle of the zone and take a chance of giving up a hit. The cutter's more hittable, it's a middle speed pitch, a lot easier to hit, plus they've seen a lot more cutters already. So here I'm going with my best weapon to try to limit any potential of hits. And the reason for that is this is the 6th inning. My pitch count is low. It's at the point where I could turn this over to the bullpen, and we have a 1-0 lead. At this point in the game, it's worth trying to get a strikeout and pitch around some guys if necessary to prevent giving up this run, because we're close enough to being able to win this game 1-0 that giving up the run would be a bad decision. If this is the first inning, I may look at it differently, like, okay, I'm just going to throw strikes. It's a long game ahead of us. But as you start getting closer to the end of the game, you want to be more and more and more protective of the lead. It becomes more and more valuable to throw some pitches and be a little bit more careful than limiting the pitch count. Because what am I limiting the pitch count for? I'm at like 50 something right now. Like, doesn't really matter, because in the flow of the game, you're just going to bring the closer in if my pitch count's up anyway. So right here, I'm trying to not give up a hit, trying to do everything I can to limit this run.
Triggered. We got comeback 2 soon available. Need an anchor here. Get it in. Two! Oh!
I almost got lucky with another great defensive play right there. The first part of the great defensive play was made. Fastball up and in for a ball. I think I broke his bat, but that almost snuck down the line for a hit, and that would have scored the run. Great play by my third baseman, and great awareness to catch the ball and turn and try to throw it to second right there, knowing that the runner was going to be too far off the base. Cano almost made the pick, but fortunately, the ball just didn't go into right field. We got the out. Now it's 2 outs, man on second. Very manageable.
Nice play. Oh boy, way to keep it in front. There we go, get one. Nice play, that baby. Okay, we got Mendoza here and Sanchez on deck. We can be careful of these two guys. Mainly you want to get this guy though. Let's go.
And there's a little curveball right in the middle of the plate that he wasn't ready for, I guess. Tree stay for them. 6 innings, no runs, 1-0, but it is raining. And I'm afraid that that's going to get in the way of my complete game shutout, because I'm at like 63 pitches right now. This is a complete game shutout. Just don't rain it out.
I don't think I'm going to get another inning. I mean, maybe it'll just like stay like this, but annoying, man. Every time I pitch, it's honestly incredible. It was bright and sunny until I took the field and then the storm clouds gathered. Get out of the rain.
Content!
Get out of the rain, Kev. Damn it. It's pretty bad. They can't get the tarp on. The field's soaked now.
Yeah, this was by far the worst tarp performance I've ever witnessed in my life. It looked intentional. It looked like someone on their side said, hey, we need to make sure this game gets rained out. Pull the tarp, but don't get it on because it is pouring right now. And it took them 15 minutes to get the tarp on the field. And by the time they did, there was literal lakes on the field. The mound completely soaked. The plate underwater. All of the area between first and second base, massive lake of standing water. There was zero chance we were going to be able to play the rest of this game tonight by the time they got the tarp on. Just completely mismanaged, or perfectly managed if you're on their side and you want this game to end. But that's how my night ended. 6 innings, 63 pitches, couple Ks, couple hits, no runs, and I leave the game up 1-0. Not my most dominant performance in terms of strikeouts, but at this point in the year, it doesn't matter. All that matters is getting the win, and we did end up winning this game to take a commanding 3-0 lead, which put us in a great position to win the championship. And if you haven't seen how the whole season resolves itself, you should watch this video right here to find out.